Intel refreshes dual-core Raptor Lake with new 310 CPU, just 2P cores at 4.1 GHz. Intel seems to be preparing a new dual-core CPU for its Raptor Lake lineup, the Intel 310, which will feature a boost clock of up to 4.1 GHz. Last year, Intel introduced its only dual-core chip in the Raptor Lake family, the Intel 300. The CPU was a fairly odd release, featuring just 2P cores, which is essentially a dual-core chip. The odd nature of the chip stems from the fact that it is a dual-core processor released in the modern day and age when a large majority of applications have moved forward from even quad-core chips to focus on 8 cores as the baseline requirement. Now, Intel's 310 CPU has been spotted, featuring very similar specifications as the Intel 300 but with a slightly faster boost clock. Coming to the specifications, the Intel 310 CPU features 2P cores based on the Raptor Cove core architecture and 4 threads. The chip has one defined clock speed which is set at 4.10 GHz by default, and additionally, it packs 6 MB of L3 cache and 2.5 MB L2 cache. Image source: Geekbench. The Intel 310 CPU, just like the rest of the Raptor Lake family, is designed for the LG A1700 socket platforms. This particular chip was tested on the Gigabyte H610MK DDR4 motherboard, which is a perfect match for this low-end CPU. The CPU was tested with 8 GB of DDR4 3200 memory running in a single channel mode. In terms of TDP, the CPU should feature a 46 watts design. Looking at the performance figures, the Intel 310 CPU scored 2,152 points in the single-core tests at Geekbench 6, which puts it ahead of the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X. For the multi-threaded tests, the CPU scored 4,252 points, which puts it ahead of the Core i3-10100, a 4-core and 8-thread part. The 10100 has a vastly lower single-core score. Overall, the Intel 310 CPU is a low-end SKU for users who want nothing more than a dual-core chip. It should be priced fairly cheap, below $100 US, which should make the most sense for a chip of this tier, as the existing 14th Gen Core i3 SKUs go for around $100 US.